1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, my name is Maddie Grant, and I'm in Speech 205, and today is July 21st, 2018. Who has ever had a great pleasure of owning a dog? Now think about where you found your dog. If you adopted your dog from a shelter, you did more than adopt a new friend. You saved your furry friend's life. Today, I will tell you about the benefits of adopting a dog from a shelter and why it is better than buying from a breeder. When you adopt a dog from a shelter, you save more than one life. According to Emily Pleasant's online article titled Why You Should Adopt a Sheltered Animal, every year 6 to 8 million dogs wait to be adopted from animal shelters. So many that millions are euthanized each year due to overcrowding. Adopting more dogs lowers the numbers of dogs that have to lose their life because they are abandoned. It also helps shelters maintain funds and be able to care for their dogs that they still have in the shelter. According to the same author above, from the previous article, adopting a shelter animal not only gives your pet a second chance and a happy home, but can also save it from being euthanized in an overcrowded shelter. By taking home your new pet, you also make room in the shelter for other animals with nowhere else to go. If more people would choose to adopt a shelter dog, there would be more room for the animals in a home. There would be more room for the animals that need a home in the shelter. In addition, by saving multiple lives, when you get a dog from a shelter, you also get a healthier pet. Shelter dogs are healthier than full-breed dogs and puppy mills. According to Emily Pleasant's article in the online article titled Why You Should Adopt a Shelter Animal, animals undergo full physicals when they are brought to a shelter, and many shelters have veterinarian clinics on site to treat many medical issues that arise. Shelter staff make sure that animals are in top shape before they are ready to be adopted into their new home. Before your dog is ready to go home, the shelter makes sure that their health is in good condition and that they can survive and be a great addition to your family. These checkups, tests, and physicals given by the shelters are more than what a breeder does for your pet. From the same article written by Emily Pleasant, she explains that many pet stores and even some breeders do not offer their animals the same benefits and services prior to adoption. Dogs born in puppy mills or sold at pet stores can carry many diseases ranging from parasites and pneumonia. According to the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the majority of puppy mills often have harsh conditions for their new puppies. Because the mill is only trying to make money, their only concern is how many puppies they can sell, rather than the condition and the health of the puppies. By buying these from a breeder, you also support the harsh living styles for these newborn puppies. Another reason adopting a pet from an animal shelter is better than buying from a breeder, it's totally cheaper. According to Jen Gabar, from the article titled 10 Benefits of Adopting a New Rescue Dog, when you take into consideration your dog has already been vaccinated and fixed, adoption fees are extremely reasonable. Most vary from $50 to $300. The average cost of getting an animal fixed is between $50 and $170. And for anyone that's taken their dogs to get shots from the vet, you know how quickly those costs can add up. These small costs add up when there are so many procedures and routines that are required when adopting a pet. When you buy from a breeder, most of the time you have to pay all these extra costs in addition to the cost of the dog. In an article titled Why Adopting a Shelter Pet is Good for Your Wallet and Your Soul, written by Beverly Bird, she explains the different costs by saying, costs can vary depending on where you live and whether you're interested in adopting a dog or a cat. Costs range from as low as $20 for a cat and a dog in Minnesota up to $325 for a young puppy in the western Pennsylvania. But the average national runs between $100 for a dog and $50 for cats. Now compare that to what it would cost you to purchase a pet from a breeder or a pet store, and in all likelihood, you'll probably be paying around $1,000. With these low rates for adoption and not paying for vaccinations, The cost of adopting is much cheaper. Also, these may leave you with extra cash to spoil your new friends with a nice bed, toys, and treats. Adopting rescue pets isn't for anyone. Maybe you don't have a space or the money for a pet, but everyone can foster a pet for a week or month at a time to open up extra space for shelters. In Animal Shelters magazine, Laura McPhail shares her experience fostering her puppy Carlisle. He was a feisty little guy, but he fit right in with our crazy bunch. We fell right in love with him, and it was really tough letting him go. But we knew that we had to save more lives, and we had to let him find his forever home. He went back to GBHS when he was old enough and was adopted within a week. Now, he's living with a happy family he's living happily ever after with his new family. Today, I've told you about the benefits of adopting a dog from a shelter. These benefits include, but are not limited to, saving 2 doggies' lives, a healthier pet, and a lower adoption cost. To conclude, a quote from Karen Davis states, "Saving 1 dog will not change the world, but surely for that dog it will change his world." And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.